British Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced that the UK will provide Ukraine with over 5,000 lightweight multi-role missiles. The aim is to strengthen Ukraine's air defense as winter approaches. The announcement came after Starmer hosted the Coalition of the Willing summit in London. Starmer said the missile program will protect civilians and energy infrastructure, while coordinated sanctions target Russian oil and gas to cut funding for Moscow's war machine.
We are strengthening Ukraine's air defense to protect its civilians and its energy infrastructure. I announced today that we're accelerating our UK programme to provide Ukraine with more than 5,000 lightweight multi-role missiles. This programme has created hundreds of brilliant jobs in Belfast.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy welcomed the support and urged partners to focus on practical defense systems. He called for continued pressure on Russia, including sanctions on all Russian oil companies, the shadow fleet, and oil terminals.
Besides, we are carrying out our own campaign of pressure with drones and missiles, specifically targeting the Russian oil sector. So the long-range capability directly strengthens diplomacy, the more losses Putin suffers on his own territory. The fewer assaults he can carry out on the front line, and the faster he will agree to meaningful diplomacy.
Danish PM Mette Frederiksen and Dutch PM Dick Schoof pledged continued support for Ukraine through aid, weapons, and sanctions on Russia.
Today, the Coalition of the Willing, we have agreed to increase the pressure on Russia, agreed that we must find long-term financing of Ukraine's ability to keep fighting, boost Ukraine's defense industry with European financing, finance much-needed US weapons, and to put more pressure on Putin's weak economy with new sanctions.
We need to maximize support to Ukraine. Ukrainian needs have to be leading in that. What we see is that Russia is the only party rejecting a ceasefire, circumventing all diplomatic initiatives and continuing to attack Ukraine. The only way to persuade Putin to engage in serious talks is to increase economic pressure on Russia and our support for Ukraine. This week, important measures were taken in the EU and the US. In coordination for further steps we could take is necessary. First of all, on sanctions. It would be good if the EU were to copy the US-UK sanctions against Lukoil and Rosneft. We must also do more to dismantle the shadow fleet systems, and the Netherlands will take its part when it comes to the North Sea. This could hit Putin hard financially, as this undermines his revenues on global oil markets. Second is support. It's crucial that all countries contribute.
The summit highlighted a combined effort to support Ukraine through military, economic, and diplomatic measures. It sent a clear signal of solidarity as Ukraine faces a harsh winter and ongoing attacks from Russia.